begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Derek Lively. Flagg is out there with Johnson. And it's Smith. And it's Irving at the point. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy. But that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym, and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. Smith with it, unguarded by Murray. Just 5 on the clock. It's good from long range. Johnson's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Mavs. Murray outside. Murray a screen on Johnson. That's a 2 from Lee. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Up top, Lively. Defended by Pirtle. Lively the pass to Irving. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's green.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Irving. Back to Smith. They set the pick. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Murray. Lee outside. Johnson with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dallas moving it around. Here's Smith. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Pass to Lee. There's the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Smith missing again after his trail by 5. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet could be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Shots good by Lee.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Barrett against Irving. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Murray left side. Back to Lee. From the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
The Mavericks leading. Pass to Lively. Back to Irving. Deflects the pass. Dallas needs to get on the shot. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, Derek Lively, you brought the sauce tonight. Look out.
Here's Lee. 10 points for him. And Lee with the stop.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Lively with it. Defended by Pirtle. Here's Flagg. Johnson, that's for 2, and Lee pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Stolen by Lively. Smith, left side. Pass to Lively. And out of bounds as the Raptors stay in possession. And some good young players in the Raptors, but Doris, what's their path to contention?
Well, obviously, they have some quality basketball players. Scotty Barnes is right at the top of that list, a really well-rounded player. But here's the reality for every team. You need a well-constructed roster of 1 to 15, and you need to have some depth. The season is long, the possessions in the game are fast. It is really about the totality of your group.
And here's Smith. Roger Barrett hit with 3. Now, no doubt, these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
That free throw, no good. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And Doris, the Raptors, it would seem further ahead defensively than they are at the offensive end.
Kevin, it's an organization that historically looks for size. They have a lot of length and athleticism. The ability to force turnovers and be disruptive is something they identified, and then they want to push in transition. They're actually an entertaining group.
Here's Barnes. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Lee. Finds the 3. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 6 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lee against Johnson. And it's Lee, that time on the assist by Pirtle. 14 points for Junior.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now, here's Johnson. And he banks in the lane. 5 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lee finds Murray. Pirtle, high post. Back to Murray. Pirtle, the pass to Murray. Raptors moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. No good from Lee. Mavericks leading by 4. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Murray for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Down low, here's Barrett. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. In fourth, the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And so it's Dallas with it. On the wing, Christie. Defended by Middleton. Pass to Marshall. 5 on the clock. Into the lane. Keeps it alive. Toronto trailing. And here is Murray. To the middle. Stolen by Washington. Here's Marshall. Denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Now here's Murray. Over Williams. Murray, good. It's a tie ball game.
And the mid-range seeming effortless for Murray. He's got a touch that makes that shot a good option for him.
Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Murray. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the line. It's rebounded by Dallas. Williams with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Bagley in the post. And finished off by Bagley.
How about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. He wants to outwork everybody.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Wide open look here for Murray. Hits the three-point bomb. Murray's got 5.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Williams gets to Washington. Marshall sets a screen for Washington. No good on the three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
To the inside. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Bagley with the block. Washington passes to Williams. Back to Washington. Over Murray. And it's Washington missing.
Well, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Barnes sends it back. Here's Murray Boyle. He has yet to score. Now Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Toronto shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Barnes. Both shots good from the stripe.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
At the end of one, the Ocean continues to lead so far. Raptors lead by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense, but they've been fun to watch.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Big man on the floor for him, it'll be Washington and Gafford. Flag is out there with Smith, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Gafford. Pass to Flag. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lee with the ball. Now defended by Flag. Lee gets to Middleton. Back to Lee. Lots of room. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks trail by 6. Well, what you get with P.J. Washington is indoors and all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positioned. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete.
Now, here's Quickly. Pass to Lee. Over Marshall. And the Raptors take on 2 more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allen LaForce courtside. Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back to you.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? Thank you very much.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
On the wing lead, Marshall defending. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Down low. Smith outside. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Toronto leading by 9. Middleton finds Quickly. And it's Flag with the rebound. The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Inside. Shots good by Gafford.
What we know about Daniel Gafford, folks, is he is going to take high percentage looks. He does exactly that there.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand clutch.
They're going for the throat.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
On the wing quickly. Still scoreless. Pass to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Marshall can't hit. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Lee. Here's Murray Boyd. Middleton inside the 3-point line, and the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Pass to Washington. Here's Flag, quickly covering. Lee with the steal. And it's Middleton penetrating, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And the urgency on Middleton's drive is terrific. The defense seems powerless to stop.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
numbers for Middleton. Last season's performance for him, he was around 12 points per game last year, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Now, here's Marshall. No scoring in this one. Shots good by Gafford.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think, we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
Ball's knocked loose. Lee against Smith. On the wing quickly. Back to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Over Smith. And again, Toronto no up. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Marshall. And the jam by Marshall.
Boy, P.J. Washington, such a selfless teammate. Very pretty pass.
There's a screen. Junior from deep three-point territory. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Washington passes to Smith. Here's Gafford. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. And here is Quickly. Lee passes to Mamu Kalashvili. Back to Lee. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Lee.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Murray Boyle. Toronto working the ball around now. Marshall with it. He's picked up by Lee. Pass to Flag. Now Gafford. Here's Smith. Defended by Middleton. Fades and shoots. And it's Smith missing.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Here's Lee. It's good from about 19 feet. Lee's got 9 points in the quarter. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Changes here. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. And number 5, Jakob Poeltl.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 6. Johnson with a screen on Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Irving drives in. Lee with the block. Nobody near Barnes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
Well, there's 3-point opportunities from the corner. Those are shots that teams encourage. Scotty Barnes, no hesitation.
Smith the best to Lively. And there's the foul. It will go on Lee. That's foul number 2 for him. Toronto on defense. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Smith. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Jakob Poeltl. 4 on the clock. Over Barrett. And Poeltl pulls it down. Lee kicks to Barrett. Irving surveying the floor. And they recover it. Johnson outside. This one for 3. No good from Irving.
Well, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Murray, no good. Mavericks trail by 8. In the corner, Smith with it. Drives to the hoop. Over Barrett. Finds the open look, and it's on target. 8 points for Smith.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Lively against Poeltl. Poeltl sets the pick for Barrett. At number 3, he's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You've got to be able to operate in pick and roll action. R.J. Barrett very comfortable handling the rock.
Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
Barnes. Right side, Lee. And it's off from 3-point range. Mavericks trail by 8. Lively sets a screen for Flag. And finished off by Lively.
Selfless play from Flag. If your shot isn't there off the action, you have to give it up.
Now here is Poeltl. Pass to Lee. Over Johnson. Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Lee with the steal. Outside, Barrett. Murray outside. Lively against Poeltl. 5 on the clock. Lee in the posts. Covered by Smith. Lays it up and punks it in. And now it's a 10-point Toronto lead. Johnson outside. Back to Irving. It's up a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Irving's got 9 points.
Unbelievable release from Kyrie. Boy, shot ready on the catch.
Barnes passes to Lee. Lets a floater go. Barnes outside. Poeltl sets the pick for Barnes. It's deflected. And the shot is good. He's got 9. Here's Smith. He's got 8. To the paint. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so is Toronto. Headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Toronto Raptors.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Either is that. And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. Here's a good one. Shaq Can't Dunk 32 wants to know, how do you guys deal with internet trolls?
Well, first of all, that's the most ridiculous name I've ever seen. I thought it was pretty good, actually. I got a good chuckle. Kenny, let me see your phone. Did you send that? Jack, there's zero chance I'd ever let you touch my phone. No way.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Raptors leading by 7. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. R.J. Barrett is out there with Murray, and it's Lee in at the 3. That's the move starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
Boy, his scoring has been a huge part of their success here. But this is not new, right? We've come to expect this every night.
Smith for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Murray. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Overcoming the contact. Gotta hand it to Murray. He has excellent touch.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And that one misses.
And what you love about Murray, you can count on him when the game is on the line. He's one of the most confident players in our league.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Lee, a screen on Smith. Murray, the pass to Lee. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys, back to you.
Tone Center for sure with that in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gate. Just keep your rhythm now.
Pass to Flag. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here's Barnes for 3. And it's Flag with the rebound. Flag's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to Smith. Johnson outside. Dallas moving the ball around. Smith against Lee. Clock at 6. Up top, Lively. Irving from long range. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Barnes, screen on Smith. To the inside. And it's Barnes stopping it down.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Murray, a screen on Johnson. No good from Lee. Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Flag. Now here is Smith, covered by Lee. Murray outside. Here's Barrett. And Bill bangs it in.
That's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Outstanding. Put up about 19 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Pass to Flag. Flag sends a screen for Johnson. Now Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. As out of bounds, the Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Irving. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Zadorus, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Shot clock at 2. Barnes can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the protect.
Johnson's shot is off.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Pass the Flag. Back to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Irving. Hurdle with a screen on Johnson. Down low. Stolen by Lively. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Johnson.
You got to give Cam Johnson credit for the growth in his career. He is not just a three-point shooter, doing a little work in the painted area.
Now, here's Barrett. 11 points in the game. And that one's good. Barnes.
Spacing the floor. That's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this half.
Smith dishes to Irving. And Lively now top of the key. 5 to shoot. Floats one up. Irving can't hit. Raptors leading by 12. Murray outside. Barrett setting a pick for Murray. Lee outside. Off target with his three.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Johnson finds Smith. Now Lively. Pass to Johnson. Latrey carries it from three-point range. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for Dallas. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Toronto's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Junior throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Hurdle. And the rejection by Lively. It's stolen by Barrett. Hurdle gets it to go on the assist by Barrett. Hurdle's got his first basket of the night. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lee passes to Burke. On the wing, Murray. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Now, here's Johnson. 13 points in the game. And it's Smith missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Outside for Murray. Bangs on the trifecta. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
The three. The offensive rebound. Barnes finds Murray. Over flag. And that one hits back out. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. 15-point game. To the middle. Here's Lively. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Derek Lively.
Boy, they have leaned on Derek Lively offensively all night, and he has delivered every chance he's gotten.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Let's see what you got. Substitutes down the court.
Raptors leading by 13. Barrett the pass to Barnes. Pass to Quickly. Shot clock at 6. Barnes screen on Williams. And here's Quickly for 3. Christie with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 13. Doris energy on both ends. Threes in defense. That's Max Christie in a nutshell.
The very prototypical Kevin 3-and-D player, but I think what I like about Max is there's room for growth. I think he can deck it and become a playmaker.
Now, here's Bagley over Barnes. Toronto grabs the miss. Murray Boyles has got his 5th rebound in this one. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Williams with the ball, quickly covering. Middleton outside. Pass to Quickly. Here's Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. Middleton. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Misses the 3.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Washington with the screen on Middleton. Williams up on top. Defended by Middleton. Here's Washington. From down in the low post. It goes. Washington's got his first points of the night.
Boy, that's how you execute in the painted area. Love when P.J. Washington is assertive.
Barnes passes to Quickly. It's good. And the Raptors lead by 15.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And here's Washington outside. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Raptors out in front as they end the 3rd quarter with a 13-4 run. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
One possession at a time. No offensive rebound and help and talk to each other on defense.
Defensive rebounding, a big emphasis for Coach Jason Kidd, and something he'll obviously continue to harp on.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you start giving it up on the offensive glass, very few good things are going to happen to your team, and that becomes really the play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas, starting the 4th quarter here. Big man on the floor for Middle Washington, Gafford. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smith. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. And here are the Mavericks now. The Raptors getting the bucket. And here is Gafford. Back to Irving. Looking to end his cold spell. Softly pops in the floater.
Guys, hard to guard that floater with Irving when he makes it at the speed with which he does.
Irving against Quickly. Launches it. And it's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
And Marshall kicks to Washington. Gafford sets the pick for Washington. Inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, in his size and hops, Daniel Gafford is always a threat near the rim.
Quickly looking it over. Middleton on the wing. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And the Raptors lead by 16.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shots the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Now here is Smith. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Lee. Pass to Murray Boyle. Back to Lee. Fader on the way. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Irving. Puts it up from 17. He gets it in there. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
On the wing quickly. He's covered by Irving. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Marshall with the steal. Now Smith, defended by Middleton. Smith the pass to Washington. Just 5 to shoot. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Lee pulls it down.
Well, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Outside Irving. Pass to Smith. Over Lee. Rebound by the Raptors. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's quickly in the corner. Here's Murray Boyle. And the Raptors miss again. Marshall passes to Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Irving. Pass to Smith. And here is Gafford. Fires high post. It's rebounded by Quickly. Raptors leading by 14. Back to Lee. Here's Murray Boyle. Sinks the triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Lets it go from 14. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Pass to Lee. Now, here's Quickly. Misses the layup.
Scoring hasn't been what we're accustomed to, but as a team, they have been able to find success.
Gafford passes to Marshall. Stripped it away. Quickly against Irving. Lee left side. Pass to Murray Boyle. Back to Lee. Over Washington. No good from Lee. Mavericks trail by 17. Backed in off the glass.
Yeah, there's a level of physicality to the way P.J. Washington plays. You get him on the interior. Look out, folks.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Johnson comes in for P.J. Washington. And Flagg subbed in for Marshall.
One shot. One shot.
The free throw drops for Lee. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Lee with the steal. Driving the lane. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. give our nod to our player of the game.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. His stellar performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Lee to the paint. Here's Pearl in the deep by Pearl.
I know he doesn't have to get too high to send it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Here's Flag, covered by Barnes. Here's Smith, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. GH, just when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
The first one falls. Smith hits them both. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Lee outside. Hurdle with a screen on Johnson. 5 on the clock. Hurdle finds Murray. Oh, good on the triple.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And stolen by Barnes. Onside, Barrett. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic finish.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Lively. Goes up on the top of the key. Smith with the basket on the assist by Lively. Lively's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Lee. Out to Barrett. Toronto needs to get off the shot. And stolen by Irving. Here's Smith. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Jamal Murray.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
Now here is Pirtle. Back to Barrett. Over Irving. And again, Toronto converted.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Lively. Back to Irving. Crops in the layup for 2.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Barnes outside. Now Lee. Outside, Barrett. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Barnes. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, here is Smith. Here's Flag. 3, good.
An efficient three-point shooter in college. That clearly hasn't changed for Flag.
Pirtle onside. Outside, Murray. It's stolen by Smith. The finish. Oh,
My goodness.
oh, that is a big-time jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Murray. Finds it to Murray. And down it goes.
And Murray never shy. Absorbs the contact there. He gets it to go.
Cameron Johnson. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto. Jamal Murray. One shot.
Throw good, Murray.
And what I like about Murray is how he just goes active. He doesn't hold back on either end. He uses his motor to wear you down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed, the agility on display. Johnson against Lee. Murray. He's off from three.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. Poeltl. Smith there for the rebound. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Lively. Lively sets a screen for Irving. Target from outside. And Murray's got the ball here for the Raptors. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Toronto.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of two that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
So highly effective on the
Take a break.
offensive end.
Take a break.
At times, this guy just scoring
Two shots.
at will.
That's good from Lively.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man.
And both free throws good for Lively.
Derek Lively, one of those guys so easy to root for. Plays with a high motor. He's all about winning. A very team-oriented guy.
Now here's Lee. Barnes outside. Launches it. The three goes down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, Jamal, I know you have a takeover mentality. Tonight you were focused on passing early. Can you talk about that?
We get easier way in, but play my game at the same time. I just want to make sure we ran the court well, get everybody else going because they've been hooping. It's been a great team effort, and tonight I just try to do what I can to get everybody going.
Seeing your teammates score is always rewarding. Thanks so much, Jamal.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Now it's time to present our player of the game.